Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining us and staying with us. Right now we are here with Dr. Smits of the Allergy and Asthma Center. And today, doctor, we are talking about asthma.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so when we get down to it, so actually I have asthma. I've had chronic asthma since I was little. So I was used to go and get the allergy shots and the asthma. I've got the inhaler and everything like that. So I'm pretty familiar with it, but still there are a lot of things as people may grow into it, they may grow out of it. So let's talk about what exactly is asthma.
Well, asthma is a chronic inflammatory disease of the airways, or the bronchial tubes. And that tends to make people cough or be sick. It's a great interference with their life.
Yeah.
They don't have a typical cold. Cold goes on for weeks at a time rather than a few days like everyone else.
Yeah, and I definitely can say amen to that, and it's just something that I've had to monitor. But let's pull up some of those facts so that people can be able to see some of the things, breaking down the facts about asthma and the things that we go through for people who have asthma. So like you just kind of mentioned, it is a chronic lung disease.
Right, that's right. And the inflammation in the airways occurs for different reasons. Allergies is a very common reason.
Yeah.
We're learning that stomach acid can actually inflame the airways. There are environmental triggers, as well as infections.
Yeah.
So there's also occupational asthma.
And for those who don't know, that inflammation, that just means it's swollen, right? It's getting
swollen, mucus production. There's always mucus stuck in the back of someone's throat,
You can even see it right there, right?
Yeah,
It says that's what it kind of looks like. And this affects, millions of Americans. Now, what about those people who say, like they might be adults? You can grow into asthma, just like, some young people can grow, I guess, out of it?
Right,
How does that work?
So the childhood asthma, that kids are born with, particularly males, are born with small airways, they'll outgrow it between 4 and 6 years of age.
Yeah.
And then 7 to 10 years of age is a time where children may develop allergies, and these allergies inflame the airways. And then with adults, there's multiple reasons. It can be cigarette smoking.
Yeah.
It can be, the occupational exposures, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And irritates the lungs, they get inflamed. Coughing, that sort of thing.
Goes on from there. Well, look, we also have some graphics to be able to kind of break down for people so that they're able to kind of see. So talk to me a little bit about the pathology of asthma.
So normally it's a quiet bronchial tube, but with inflammation they swell and there's mucus production.
Right.
So it's similar to a cold, and I say to people, if you've ever had a bad cold where you cough a lot, you probably were having a little bit of asthma with that. Yeah, so we term it bronchial hyperreactivity, but it really means inflamed breathing tubes.
Most definitely. All right, we got another slide to kind of take a look. Okay, so explain a little bit of this to me. So this kind of shows more of the lungs, huh?
Yeah, asthma is really a disease more of the bronchial tubes, which lead to the air sacs. And because those airways get inflamed, you cough. Other chronic lung diseases are more of the alveoli, or those air sacs, but this is really the bronchial tubes that are being inflamed, as in this picture. And because they're narrowed, that's why people have trouble breathing.
Yeah.
They wheeze, or you'll have this mucus plugging off the airways.
Now, how can this be treated for those who say, how can I treat my asthma?
Typically, they're inhaled medications. If you have allergies, we do antihistamines. Obviously, if you have a reflux disease or stomach acid, then it's going to be an antacid. Yeah. So we separate the causes out, treat the causes.
For sure. All right. Well, thank you so much, doctor, for being here with us on this afternoon. If you guys take a look at your screen right now, find more information about the Allergy and Asthma Center. Be sure to check them out. We just gave you some great information, but I'm sure there's a lot more questions you guys have. Book an appointment and get in. We'll be right back.